Beauty. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, what's going on? Wednesday, May the 4th, 2022. We're back at Tin Roof. Holy smokes, it's been a while. It's been literally pre-spring game since we've been here. About a month? About a month since we've been at Tin Roof. Feels good to be back. Appreciate y'all coming out again. I know we're starting earlier than normal, so we'll probably have some people come out a little bit later. Previewing tonight's baseball game also. Gamecocks baseball playing at 7 o'clock tonight. We've got a fill-in for Sound Guy Phil. Appreciate you, my guy, all your hard work. We hope Sound Guy Phil's enjoying himself on vacation or whatever it is Sound Guy Phil is doing. Again, a lot to get into here on this Wednesday. A lot of things happening with Gamecocks athletics. A lot of things happening behind the scenes with us business-wise. And again, very excited to be here. Feels good to be back. Love being out here at Tin Roof, $3 drafts, $3 Rumple, $3 Fireball as well. Great food, great people. It's always a good time out at Tin Roof, especially on a Wednesday. I feel like things get a little weird on Wednesdays here at Tin Roof. But either way, appreciate y'all coming out. For all you Star Wars nerds out there, it is May the 4th, so you know what that entails. Of course, we're on Cinco de Mayo Eve as well. And again, tons happening. Like I said, South Carolina baseball set to take the field in about 2 hours or so as they will take on North Carolina A&T. North Carolina A&T. So very excited for that. We'll go till probably about 6:45, and then yours truly is going to head over to the ball field. Haven't been to Founders Park in quite a while, so again, very excited for that. But we are taking your questions. Those tuned in digitally, Facebook, YouTube. I see Brennan M., Matthew Isaac, Travie. What's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all. And like I said, excited to be back out at Tin Roof. I really missed this, honestly. This is a huge part of my week, my daily routine, my weekly routine, and I look forward to coming out here each and every single week. So, again, it feels good to be back and excited to be back out at Tin Roof. And if you're not here, you should be here. Tin Roof in the Vista, downtown Columbia. Really, really fun, exciting stuff. And like I said, a lot going on in the world of Gamecocks athletics as we are right in the thick of baseball season. Spring football is behind us, but don't look now. Literally, 3 weeks from tomorrow, we will sit 100 days until kickoff. Then the countdown will really be on. Before you know it, we're going to blink, and SEC media days are going to be here, and fall practice is going to be here, and then from then on, man, kickoff's going to be right around the corner. So really excited for that. Again, we're right in the thick of baseball. Gamecocks with a big midweek tonight after a big series sweep over the weekend against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And looking forward, like I said, to getting back out. A beautiful, beautiful day in Columbia, by the way. Really pretty warm. We are getting to pool season. I think we might be there. I think we actually might be at pool season. So, again, looking forward to it. Excited for summer. Excited for things to heat up. And certainly South Carolina baseball looking to make a run at the end of the season, trying to get the postseason play. Baseball America actually dropping their postseason projections. And the Gamecocks sit as one of the next 4 out, which, of course, things are just like the March Madness tournament for basketball, where you have the field, the first 4 out, and then the next 4 out, and that's where South Carolina is. So definitely some work to be done. Huge weekend upcoming in College Station against Texas A&M. And, again, we'll see what happens if the Yardcocks can make a late push. Certainly we all hope so, because there'd be nothing worse than sitting there with postseason baseball and not being able to tune in and enjoy it. Also, this Wednesday is the debut of the brand-new TSUS helmet. We're not having to use the Tin Roof helmet anymore, which is actually really nice. Again, I appreciate my dude Travis Ward. Want to shout out Travis Ward, Cocky Lids, at Cocky Lids on Instagram, an absolute legend. Gifted me this helmet at the spring game, and I literally, honestly can't stop staring at it since I've gotten it. So really appreciate him. It's incredible stuff. I think I'm going to have to get a matching black one with the white logo on it as well, but incredible, man. It was the debut of it today, also in the background of the daily live show we do, noon to 2, and was very excited. I literally had like a mini not panic attack, but just like I was getting ready to go to the show, and I was like, oh, crap, I get to bring the helmet. So appreciate my guy Travis Ward putting it together. Really, really cool stuff. And great, like I said, great to be back. Great to see the people out here at Tin Roof. Great to be back with these guys. Phil, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's definitely highlight what Cox Rugby is doing and also what Cox Lacrosse is doing. It's not just the big sports on campus. A lot of different guys doing a lot of great things. So anyways, we are taking your questions, your comments, everything else. Julian Phillips, a prospect for South Carolina, looks like he is announcing his commitment May the 12th. Basketball player between Auburn, FSU, South Carolina, and Southern Cal, and Tennessee as well. So Gamecocks, Lamont Paris, we're putting in work there. But yeah, we got a lot of exciting things. A lot has happened since we were last year. Again, the spring game. I went out of town on a bachelor trip. A lot of things have happened. a lot of things have happened, and like I said, very excited to be back out here. South Carolina baseball, like I said, right in the thick of things, taking on North Carolina A&T tonight. Again, a different time tonight. Normally we're live out here 6 to 8, but due to the baseball game tonight being at 7, I didn't want to obviously have it crossing over and trying to compete with the baseball game, and also I want to go to the baseball game. So we'll go to about 6:40 or so, 6:40, like I said, and then we'll head over to Founders Park and catch the boys. And what should be a fun night at Founders Park. It shouldn't really be a close game. North Carolina A&T, a team that's, I think, 13 and, if I remember correctly, like 13 and 30 on the season or something like that. They're 1 and 14 in their conference. So it should be a fun night for South Carolina. You're talking about an A&T team that has a 6.6 ERA and just one of those midweek games. You know, this doesn't feel one like Citadel or Xavier or Presbyterian where South Carolina lost. This is one that you should be able to beat up on these guys. I know that A&T did beat North Carolina earlier this season, but it should be a game you should be able to have a lot of fun. So, anyways, we'll take your questions on that. Football as well. We've been having spirited conversation on the football side of things, from NIL to just what's going on with South Carolina football. Of course, right now we're sort of in a, I don't want to say we're in a dead period, but things are certainly slowing down, especially when you factor in that baseball's not having a very good season, unfortunately. I mean, maybe they can make a late run, but it's been a bit of a rough season to this point. So hopefully they can turn it around. But we've been talking a lot more football. I'm very excited, by the way. We're going to start tomorrow because I am someone that is a bit of a man of the people. And I had a guy tweet at me yesterday with a highlight clip of him playing NCAA football, the video game. And this guy has like 200 followers on Twitter, nothing crazy. And his video, I liked it and replied to it, and his video ended up getting 10,000 views. So people love the NCAA football content. I know that. You know that. We all know that. So tomorrow, in place of the normal live show number 2, we will be playing NCAA football, Road to Glory with Spencer Rattler. We're starting it. Probably going to be doing it on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Just something to fill up content and fill up time. And, I mean, hey, man, what's better than getting paid to play video games? So why not? It's going to be a lot of fun. I love that content. It's some of the most fun content we get to make. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, we'll start that. That'll be at noon, literally playing with Spencer Rattler. And hopefully it goes a lot better than before when I played with Luke Doty and I was throwing like 4 or 5 interceptions a game. So hopefully it does. Yeah, John Kruger, NCAA content is back. Like I said, it's just right now. It's one of those things where things have slowed down a little bit, and the NCAA content I think is just great content. We're all itching for football. We're all starving for football, if you will. And so I feel like this is a good way to kind of bring it back early. And we'll probably go with that throughout the end of the month of May. And as you all know, depending on when baseball ends, we'll be here still, but I will be taking a little bit of a hiatus probably the first few weeks of June, just to decompress, take some time off. I mean, again, there's nothing going on. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be playing baseball throughout the month because I doubt we're even going to make the postseason. So there'll be no baseball. The football's in a dead period. I mean, the only thing you'll really have to follow is recruiting, and that's sort of hit or miss. So I think it'll be a good time to take 2 or 3 weeks just to sort of decompress a little bit, work on some other business ventures, no podcast, no live show. I mean, of course, we'll still be active on social media and be posting like crazy, but taking some time away from the live show and the podcast, I think will be good. But stay tuned. I mean, I might even be throwing like some throwback interviews just to still have content, still have podcasts out there. But as far as recording new and unique podcasts, I don't think there will be any live shows or whatever. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but that's sort of the plan right now. And then the plan that I have laid out is take July 4th, quote unquote, off the holiday, but that week of July 4th, we'll drop the full game by game season predictions and we'll rock and roll from there. You know, also we're working on expansion for the business, which not everybody knows this, but making the move going from just covering South Carolina to adding on covering the entire SEC. So business is expanding, business is growing. Again, the details are in the works. I think I've got a name nailed down that hit me this morning on my morning walk. Kind of just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I think I've got the name nailed down. We got to get a logo made, but the LLC is available. I already locked down all the social handles, so I think very soon you're going to start seeing some all-encompassing SEC content, and it's something that I have had on my mind a while, and I talked about this before with some people, but the trip that we went on 2 months ago to Knoxville, Tennessee for the South Carolina Tennessee baseball series, where I was able to interact with those guys, and they loved the TSUS merch and content and everything we're doing. And so it just made me realize if we're able to drive so much value for South Carolina fans, why can't we do it for other schools? And when you're talking about the sports media landscape and how you grow within this landscape, going from talking about one school to all 14, that's how you do it. That's how you really make waves, and that's how you really, really grow. And again, TSUS is continuing to grow, and it's not going anywhere, but just adding something else and doing the all-encompassing SEC content, I think will be something awesome. I think it will be – I'm confident it'll be something that will take off actually pretty quickly. So not exactly sure what like a launch date will be or when I'll start making content for that, when we'll start posting, when we'll have sort of a rollout. But my initial target date was the week of the SEC tournament in Hoover, but that's in 3 weeks. So I'm not sure if I want to rush things to that point necessarily. I might wait until SEC Media Days in mid-July and kind of launch it then. I think that would be a good starting point, a good launch point. You know, obviously, SEC Media Days is sort of the kickoff of a football season. I probably am going to try to go down there to SEC Media Days down there in Birmingham, Alabama, and we'll just go from there. So I don't know, a lot of moving pieces though, and that's the exciting thing. When things are busy, that means business is booming. So we're feeling good about everything, and again, excited to be back at Tin Roof, man. Missed this place, missed all the guys here, and So, anyways. 843-790-3377 if you do want to call in. Like I said, baseball in about an hour and a half or so. We will head down to Founders Park. Excited to watch the boys. Gamecocks looking for their fourth straight victory. And, so hopefully we can keep winning. People ask, what does South Carolina have to do to get in the postseason? Keep winning. Just keep winning. Bottom line. Win every series. Win all your midweeks. You do that. You get to that magic 15-15 number in SEC play. And I think if you get there, I think you will be in. I think you will be in the postseason. So, again, different start time today. Normally, we will be out here. We'll get back to it next week, 6 to 8. But like I said, with the game being at 7, I just obviously did not want to be live 7 to 8 during the game, and I didn't think that was a good idea. And I didn't want to cut the show to only 1 hour. So this is kind of the going back to our roots, what we did for like the first year or so was the 5 to 7 time slot. So anyways, also a lot of exciting stuff happening around here at Tin Roof. I guess tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo, it's a big deal. Cinco de Drinko. Rented out till 7. Love that. Business is good when you're getting rented out. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's never a slow weekend at Tin Roof. There's no such thing as a slow weekend. I mean, literally, sound guy Phil told me, he's like, I've been here for a decade. He's like, I've never seen it slow on a Friday or Saturday. It's always packed, which is a good thing. Which is a very good thing. Very, very good thing. So, great venue, great place. I mean, I can't blame them at all. But, yeah, a lot of exciting things happening here. And, yeah, like I said, excited to get out to the ball field tonight. So, we will start the countdown to kickoff on social media in 3 weeks. When we get to 100 days, we will post a highlight video every single day. When there's 100 days, 100-yard touchdown, 99 days, 99-yard touchdown, so on and so forth. We will count it down until kickoff against Georgia State. And as I asked earlier, the SEC spreads were released. SEC spreads released yesterday by Caesar Sports, and the Gamecocks were not listed. But my question for fans was, where would you put the spread for South Carolina's opener against Georgia State? I think 20.5. I think 20.5 is a really good number. I think about 3 touchdowns is about right. The spreads for week 1, Bama is a 31-point favorite over Utah State. Arkansas an 8-point favorite over Cincinnati. Florida, Utah's a pick'em. Georgia's a 15-point favorite against Oregon and Atlanta. Mississippi State an 11-point favorite over Memphis, and LSU opened as a 3.5-point favorite against Florida State. New Orleans, that game, I looked at it, has actually gone up to LSU minus 4.5. So, and South Carolina doesn't have a spread right now. I think 20.5 would be the number. I think that's fair. I think for a season opener, I think Georgia State will come in fired up and motivated. Obviously, it's a game you should win. It's a game that I'm going to be picking South Carolina to win. No spoilers, but I'm going to be picking the Gamecocks to win the game. And that game's going to be more so, in my opinion, about sort of style points. I mean, really. It's going to be about style points and trying to make a statement in week one and getting Spencer Rattler going and getting the offense, the continuity, if you will, and getting guys in a rhythm. And, so, that's what it's going to come down to. I think 3 touchdowns is about the right number. I think anything more, I would be tempted to take Georgia State to cover it. Anything less, and I'd probably, the goal is to get even money on both sides. I think 20.5 would do that. Ritter chiming in. He says, if somehow the baseball team loses, there's a slight chance I may call in tomorrow. So, Ritter, you have never called in ever, no matter what. So you will never call in. I don't think you're brave enough, Ritter, to call in. Flat out. I don't think you're brave enough. Panic, Ritter, you will never call in. And you do understand, Ritter, you don't have to type in all caps. You do understand that. Just want to let you know. You don't have to type in all caps, my guy. Let's see. Okay. Anyways. Tonight, though, North Carolina A&T. I got Gamecocks winning 11-5. I think it's going to be a really fun, easy night at Founders. Not exactly a not exactly a riveting midweek matchup. I know North Carolina A&T did beat UNC earlier this season, so you never know. And we've shown a capacity to find a way to inexplicably lose midweek games. But I think we'll be okay tonight. I really don't think it'll be an issue. I think South Carolina will take care of business. I think the Bats will continue to stay hot. Eli Jones is on the bump. Eli Jones on the bump tonight. He will get the start. I think Eli Jones will have another good start. I think you're going to see a lot of guys pitch. They haven't gotten innings in a while. You'll see guys come off the bench that haven't played, and I think it'll just be one of those casual – it'll be one of those casual just sort of wins. It should be a nice night at the ballpark. Should be a very fun, easy, nice night at the ballpark. I say that, and it'll probably be 2-1 in the ninth inning or something like that, and I'm like a complete idiot, but it should be an easy night, in my opinion. It should be an easy night. So, let's see. Anyways, taking your questions. Appreciate, again, those tuned in digitally, man. I know we're back, obviously, tuned in or back live digitally from Tin Roof, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, in case you missed it, we're starting the NCAA football content tomorrow. We are starting that tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. And I know that's something you're all looking forward to. I know I'm looking forward to it. It's some of the most fun content that we get to make. So really, really, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Let's see. Robbie Davis, my guy. I thought Robbie was going to be here. Unfortunately, he is not. Text in. Robbie says, I changed my prediction. It's going to be South Carolina 10, North Carolina A&T 4. Just a friendly reminder, my dad shows at the Comedy House in June are the 24th and the 25th. Yes, Robbie, I'm planning on being there. Yeah, our good friend Robbie Davis, his dad's comedy shows at the Comedy House, June 24th and 25th. I am planning on being there. That should be a really good time. I'll probably be at the one of the 24th, the 25th, if that's the day I'm thinking of. It's a Saturday. The Saturday, I've got plans on the 25th. I will be there the 24th. I will be there the 24th. So, but yes, that is the plan. And Robbie says 10-4 Carolina. I like that. I like that prediction. I like that prediction. Let's see. Again, y'all come out to Tin Roof. $3 drafts, $3 Rumple, $3 Fireball. Fantastic. I did miss the food here, believe it or not. I did. Loaded tots, tendies that are just unreal, quesadillas, freaking whatever. I mean, anything you want, they got it. Anything you want, they got it. If you've never had the food at Tin Roof, you really are missing out. You are missing out. The kitchen, they do work here. They do work here. Yeah, my guy Travis Ward texting in. Yeah, did an incredible job on the helmet. I truly do appreciate him. So, and also, if you did not know, I'll go ahead and take this time. If you did not know, we do this every single day exactly basically what I'm doing right here. We take questions, comments, calls. We have a live interactive Q&A type show, live stream every day, Monday through Friday, noon to 2. So if you are interested in tuning in, it's called The Daily Crow. We have a lot of fun with it. Think Paul Feinbaum, but specifically for South Carolina. And the callers are the stars of the show. The callers are the stars of the show, truly. Cody Gaskin says, anything with Carolina Ale House this weekend? I do not think so. They're meeting tomorrow, so I think it would just be so last minute. And then Sunday is Mother's Day. I don't think we'll be able to swing it, which is fine. I mean, again, it's fine. But I don't think this weekend we will do anything with Carolina Ale House. We'll probably do some giveaways, but outside of that, I don't see us doing any sort of watch party or anything like that. Nothing official at least. So for the games this weekend, probably just be watching the games, the Texas A&M games from the studio, just watching from the house. Yeah, so Gamecocks will obviously be in College Station, so we're not going to make that trip or anything. Yeah, so that will probably be the plan, just watching the studio. But that'll be fun. It'll be fun. I have not sat at home and watched a game. I feel like I've been on the road or doing something. Haven't just sat at home and watched a game in what feels like forever. So it'll be nice to relax. It'll be nice to relax, chill at the house, maybe grill out a little bit. Maybe we'll go to the pool. It's going to be a beautiful weekend in the city. So, like I said, it is pool season. Should be a good time. Also, I saw that you guys are doing something here. Tenner's doing something here Saturday, right? Something maybe? No? Did I just make that up in my own head? Kentucky Derby. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Kentucky Derby is Saturday. So if you want to dress up and come to Tin Roof, you're more than welcome. Put on your whatever you want to wear. I don't know. Put on your steeplechase outfit again. Put on your Carolina Cup outfit. Come out to Tin Roof. But they'll have live music all day, food, drinks. Obviously, the Kentucky Derby will be on. Carolina plays Saturday at 3, I believe. I think it's at 3 o'clock they play, 3 Eastern. Yes, 3 o'clock, and then I believe Sunday is at 2 o'clock. Yeah, and then Friday's at 7:30, so a little bit of a late one on Friday. 7:30 first pitch on Friday, which will be fun, which will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Again, 843-790-3377. You can call. I'd say text that number. Hard to take calls in here. You can text that number, whatever questions you might have. Yeah, we had spirited conversation today regarding Deion Sanders and what he said about Spencer Rattler and the NIL stuff, and it looks like there are going to be some changes. With NIL and the way guys get paid, because it's kind of absurd right now. It's kind of absurd. It's a little bit absurd with the way that, $3 million to the Pittsburgh kid, $3 million. The numbers are getting kind of crazy, I guess. And, I think it's probably a good move. You got to have some sort of structure in place for this NIL stuff. You can't just let it be free range and free roam you got to have something in place. Cody Gaskin's starting rotation for the weekend. As much as I'd like to think it's going to be Hall, Sanders, Thomas, or Sanders, Hall, Thomas, I think they're going to stick with the same thing. I mean, why would they change it? It worked last week, and I just think Kingston's so stuck in his ways when it comes to strategy. I think you're probably going to see Brett Thomas Friday, Noah Hall Saturday, Will Sanders Sunday. And it doesn't make a lot of sense still, even after sweeping. But you know what? I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it after you just swept last weekend. So this will be the test. This weekend in College Station will be the test. Again, you sweep Bama. You had to have it. You had to at minimum have a series victory. Now you got the sweep. You sit at 9-12 in conference. I just don't think you get to 15-15 if you don't take 2 of 3 this weekend. I just don't think you do, because what that would mean is if you lose 2 of 3, God forbid if you sweep, I mean, you're basically done. You are done. If you get swept, you're done. If you lose 2 of 3, though, that would mean you have to go 5-1 over your. Oh, let me think. No, so you could go. Am I doing math correctly in my head? Yeah, you got to go 6-3 over your last 9. if you have to go 5-1. You have to go 5-1 if you lose 2 of 3. And who are you going to sweep? I guess you could sweep Kentucky, but you'd put yourself in a position where you have to sweep Kentucky and you have to take 2 of 3 at Florida. I don't know. Sounds like a lot. And the only thing the big thing going against Carolina these last 9 games, 6 of the 9 games are on the road, and South Carolina has been abysmal on the road. Absolutely abysmal. So, I don't know. South Carolina to make the postseason will have to do something it hasn't done all year, which is win on the road and play good baseball on the road, bottom line. So, we'll see if they can do it. It's been a hell of a season. That's for sure. Again, a lot has happened since we last talked, since we were last out here at Tin Roof. So a lot has happened with the baseball season too. Let's see. Brian Dean, Dion's just mad Shiloh wasn't starting material for South Carolina. Never liked Prime in college or the NFL. Too soft to take a hit. Indeed. No, I mean, I don't dislike Dion. I just, I posted the clip earlier, and Dion, to me, it just came off very hypocritical. It came off very hypocritical to hear Dion go in on NIL when he has benefited from it. And it's no doubt he has. I mean, you think the top prospect in all of recruiting is going to Jackson State because he just wants to make a statement. It's just not the case. You're not going to sell that to me. Again, I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. So you're just not going to sell that to me. And it was rumored that Barstool was paying him and the NIL, and which is fine. It's all legal. NIL is legal, but for Dion to be knocking South Carolina for pretty much no reason, I didn't quite understand it. I didn't understand why it was such a pointed attack either. I didn't get that. Robbie Davis, you're good, my guy. Robbie said he was intending on coming. Dad got off late. You're good. I know he DM'd me. I do want to plug Uncle Boudreaux, who we've had up here before. I feel like the last time I was here, he was doing a stand-up. Uncle Boudreaux has comedy shows. Let's see. He has comedy shows May the 7th at 7 o'clock in Fayetteville, North Carolina at VFW Post 670. May the 13th at Joe's Underground in Augusta, Georgia, which I'm actually familiar with Joe's Underground. I'm from North Augusta. So, and then May the 14th, Off the Hookah Comedy Show in Fayetteville, North Carolina again. So the best way to find this information, by the way, just go to Facebook and look up Uncle Boudreaux, and you will see him. That's the best way to go about it. That's what I would suggest you do. You can see all his tour dates. You can see all his dates. And, again, we appreciate Uncle Boudreaux, his support. Robbie Davis, his support as well. Appreciate those guys. Appreciate those guys sincerely. Also, hey, who wants to go in with me on this bet? Gamecocks are 150-1 to win the SEC championship. I mean, why not? You never know. Have crazier things happen before. I don't know. Let's see. All right, we've hit 5:30. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump into a 5-minute break real quick. Again, come on out to Tin Roof. $3 Rumple, $3 Fireball, $3 drafts. Great food, great people, great times. I feel like I should do the Tin Roof commercial or something. I mean, at this point, I just got it down pat. I mean, really, truly, it just flows off the tongue like nothing else. Either way, we're going to jump 5-minute break. More of your questions. Other side. Beautiful day for it. Let's get after it. Good timing. Really good timing. That was good. Phil struggles with that. Phil might get replaced. Phil might get replaced. Hey, it's just like sports, man. You get injured, another guy steps up. Tough shit. Lose your job. He's in Florida. He's loving it. He's like, I don't care. Replace me. Go ahead. You can have it. He's like, you can have it. Why not? Beautiful night to have a night. Great night to have a night, as one wise man once said. 843-790-3377. The Gamecocks just dropped their starters for the game tonight. Your starting lineup, of course, Eli Jones on the bump. First pitch set for 7 o'clock. Gamecocks will go in left field, leading off Brant Belk. Batting second at first base, Kevin Madden. In the 3-hole, DH, Josiah Seitler. Wasn't sure he'd play tonight. He is at DH. In the cleanup spot in right field, Andrew Eister. In the 5-hole at second, Braylon Wimmer. In the 6-hole at short, Michael Braswell. Batting seventh at third, Talmadge Lecroy. In the 8-hole, catching, Colin Burgess. And finally, in the 9 spot, the center fielder, Evan Stone. So a pretty typical lineup for the Gamecocks. Pretty typical lineup. I thought they might give Josiah Seitler the night off. I thought they might give him the night off because he's dealing with an ankle injury, but they have him in the DH spot. They do have him in the DH spot. So we'll see. Let's see. And a lot of projections are starting to roll out as we creep closer and closer and closer to kickoff. We will have, this is a few weeks away, obviously, but we will have a big content day, the day that we hit 100 days until kickoff. That is the week of the SEC tournament in Hoover for baseball. So I guess depending on if South Carolina does anything in Hoover, if they do anything, if they're able to make any sort of noise, then we will make the adjustment from there. But if not, it will probably be a lot of football content that day, and I'm not even mad at it. So, anyways, Brian Dean says Free Shoes University. Free Shoes University. No doubt. Yeah, Dion. I don't know him. Dion. I was honestly, we put up the clip about Dion. Somebody tagged him in it. I was praying he was going to retweet it because that would have done numbers. That would have done numbers for the kid. But he didn't. At least at this point he didn't. So. Nope. Like I said, guys, I've got the Gamecocks winning tonight 11-5. I think it's going to be a really easy game. I don't think South Carolina will have much problem at all getting the job done. Should be a fun night at Founders Park. Should be a very fun night at Founders Park. Let's see. Wow, how about this? You log on Instagram and Tin Roof's got a new cooler. Got a Memorial Day cooler. How about this? Do not sleep on the Tin Roof merch. I'd rather be drinking at Tin Roof. Love that. They've got the T-shirt, if found, please return to Tin Roof. A lot of cool merch on here. I've got the hat. I got to get some more merch. Really, truly. Spencer Rattler back in Arizona, getting his training in. Our good friend Corey Helms is now the head coach at Cardinal Newman. How about that? Congrats to Corey, by the way. Good friend of mine. Congrats to Corey. Awesome stuff. Yeah. People grow up before your very eyes. Truly. I remember seeing Corey Helms and Mike Matulis and those guys at Moosehead and 5 Points, and now he's the head football coach at school. It's wild. We all grow up at some point, I guess. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. By the way, we've got a clip coming out on social media literally right now. I'm posting it right now. We somehow today, though, the beauty of doing the live show and making content during the off-season or preseason, if you will, is the randomness of it. And somehow today we got on the topic of Todd Ellis and his stat line from the 1987 season specifically. And really just his career. There will never be a Carolina quarterback to have as absurd a stat line as Todd Ellis had. His sophomore year, he threw 10 touchdowns and 24 picks. That will never happen again. Can you fathom Spencer Rattler navigating this entire year and throwing 10 touchdowns and 24 interceptions? He wouldn't make it through the season. We're talking about a guy in Todd Ellis that threw 49 career touchdowns and 73 career interceptions in 4 years. That has to be the record for picks. There has to be the record for picks. The fact he played long enough or got enough opportunities to start to throw that many interceptions is baffling. And I love Todd Ellis. I got nothing against Todd Ellis, but 73 picks is a lot of picks. It's a lot of interceptions. So, none but love for Todd. But man, tough. And people want to rank him, and we'll get into this content much more over the course of the summer because I feel like this is great off-season content where we're able to rank top 5 players of all time at each position. I don't have Todd Ellis in my top 5 quarterbacks. I'm sorry, but with a stat line that looks like that, I can't put him in there. I can't put him in there. If Todd Ellis is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in school history, that says a lot about the quarterback position at South Carolina. It really does. So he's not in my top 5. I know he threw for a lot of yards, but 73 picks, man. I can't get past that. I can't get past the 73 interceptions. So, anyways, if you disagree, would love to hear from you. I will say I know where people disagree is when I dropped my top 5 last year, I had Jake Bentley at 5th, and that really pissed some people off, which is fine. The point of it is banter. The point of it is to argue. So, anyways, guys, we are just a little bit over an hour. A little bit over an hour from first pitch. Gamecocks taking on UNC A&T. North Carolina A&T. Yeah, Travis. The amount of yardage is great. 9,000. What is it, 9,000 he threw for? But 73 picks? That's just hard for me to get over, my guy. That's hard for me to get over. DGD, what's going on, my friend? DGD, I'll tell you this. Oh, why do I have an alarm set for 5:45? What is happening at 5:45 that I need an alarm set for? I don't know. DGD, whenever we get this SEC entity rolling, my guy, we're going to have to go to you for some Georgia talk. We'll have to go to you for some Georgia Bulldogs talk. As much as it will pain me to talk about the dogs, we got to talk about them all. So, yeah. Let's see. All right. Cool. Cool. For show. What is North Carolina A&T's mascot? Is a bulldog, correct? Oh, never mind. They're the Aggies. Their mascot is a bulldog, though. That is strange. Well, mess that up. Oh, well. An Aggie's a Bulldog? Is that correct? Really? Is that right? Aggie is a Bulldog. Hold on, I'm confused now. You got me confused. You got me officially confused, my dude. Officially confused. Mm-hmm. They are the Aggies, though. Okay, I messed that up. I literally Googled it, and it said Bulldogs somewhere, and so I went with that. Okay, they're the Aggies. I messed that up today. Boop. There we go. All right, it's fixed. Whatever. Mascot looks like a bulldog. Okay, whatever. Anyways, whatever. Whatever. DGD, hope you've been well, my guy. I know you're probably – Georgia's having a pretty decent season in baseball, actually. Georgia's having a pretty decent season. So, y'all are having some fun, no doubt. South Carolina's record against winning teams the past 10 seasons, 26-45, a 36% winning percentage. Which, it's hard to win against winning teams, but yeah, last decade's been, you think of the beginning of that decade was, if you go to the last 10 years, the beginning of the decade was great with 12 and 13, but it's been downhill ever since. So it's been a little bit downhill ever since. So Braves are off to a rough start. Baseball's just been rough for us. I don't know. Baseball's been a little bit rough for us. Jermaine Couisnard announcing his plans for next season tomorrow at 3 o'clock. He's down to Gonzaga, DePaul, Maryland, Oregon, Houston, UMass, and Ohio State. Just went on his visit to Oregon. He will not be coming back to South Carolina. Let's see. Did he list? He did list UMass, so he might go back and play with Martin. Who knows? Anyways, guys, $3 Rumple, $3 Fireball, $3 drafts as well. Coming out to Tin Roof in the Vista. Like I said, we'll be out here. Normal schedule now after tonight. Normal schedule, weekly 6 to 8. We'll be on our normal start time, 6 to 8 out here. I know it's been crazy. Last month, it really has been a whirlwind from the spring game to just events here. Everybody's got stuff going on, but I think we'll be back pretty much normal for the rest of summer, really, starting next week, 6 to 8. Of course, tonight we started an hour earlier to the baseball game at 7. So, yeah, outside of that, we should be good to go getting back here starting next week. DGD says, hoping y'all spoil some seasons for some teams this year, Tennessee and Florida prefer. Yeah, Florida's the biggest mystery to me because many people think Florida's not going to be very good, but I look at Florida and, they got athletes. Florida's still got athletes. Florida's Florida, right? Florida's still Florida. So it's hard for me to look at Florida and just completely count them out. It is. It's hard for me to completely count them out. So at Florida, that game in Gainesville, I think is going to be a tough game. DGD says, I really want to see Beamer take USC to a different level in the SEC. Us too, my guy. Us too. We want that also, my friend. We want that also. We want that also. Trust me. Trust me. Let's see. Again, I got Gamecocks 11-5 tonight. Not a ton in recruiting either happening right now. DG says, hate to bring it up, but the Spurrier years were kind of interesting. Yeah. I mean, do I think South Carolina will ever get back to that level? No. I don't think you'll ever see again when we'll win 11 games 3 straight years. I hope I'm wrong. But that run was special. But does that mean to say we can't have a lot of success? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I think South Carolina can get to realistically year after year being an 8 to 9 win a year program, and every 3 to 4 years you have the right quarterback, or you schedule well, or your schedule works out, or you got a veteran team, or the East is down, or whatever it is. You've got the right team, and you can get to Atlanta and seriously challenge for an SEC title. I think that's a great goal to reach for Carolina football. I think 8 to 9 wins a year. Again, you average 8 wins a year over the course of a decade. Shane Beamer's the greatest coach in school history. I mean, bottom line, the numbers would say that. The numbers would absolutely say that. So I think that's a great goal for this team, this program to shoot for. I think it's achievable. I think you can get good football players at South Carolina. I mean, you might have some years that are misses that you win 6 or 7, but you'd like to think too that you have some years that you win 9 or 10 and you're really competing. I think it's doable. I think it's doable for South Carolina. You have to believe it is. You have to believe it is. Certainly those guys in the building, they should be thinking they're going to win every game. But from the fan perspective, I think if you can learn to embrace that 8-4, we're going to jump into a quick break, but we'll talk about that more on the other side about the expectations of college football fans and if you can do it. I know DGD, this is not going to relate to you at all, but for teams like South Carolina, teams that aren't Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Ohio State, for teams that aren't those teams, my guy, what's up, man? Or how you like the dome piece? What's up, baby? Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. But, yeah, so, I mean, I think teams outside of those teams, if you can learn to accept and embrace 8-4, your sanity will go up. Again, we'll talk about that more on the other side. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. $3 drafts, $3 rumple, $3 fireball as well. You guys come on out. Tin Roof and Vista. We'll be back in 5. All right, word. Here we go. We're back. Wednesday. What's going on, man? Just having a day, just chilling on a Wednesday, May the 4th, 2022. Again, we are out here at Tin Roof. $3 drafts, $3 Rumple, $3 Fireball. Great food, great people, great times as always. Wednesdays get a little weird at Tin Roof also. Hey, we're going to the ball field in about 40 minutes. Gamecocks taking on North Carolina A&T. Gamecocks taking on North Carolina A&T. Very excited for that. Rebecca, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. DGD said I went missing. DGD, we just – on Wednesdays, man, there's no rules. That's the beauty of this show. DGD, if Rattler pans out as you'd think, I don't see why you can't bring quarterbacks in. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing with Rattler. That is the biggest thing with Rattler and why he's such a game changer, why he's such a game changer for us is, people ask me, what would be a successful season? A successful season for Spencer Rattler and South Carolina and just him at South Carolina. Just get drafted. In my mind, as long as he gets drafted, I think that can change the narrative around the quarterback position at South Carolina. I think that can change the narrative around the quarterback position at South Carolina to where you can go get some bigger guys, you can go get some big-time dudes, and elite prospects will start to believe that you can come here and flourish. Because I don't know if you guys knew this, the Gamecocks have not had a quarterback drafted since 1989. 1989. And it was Todd Ellis who threw 73 picks. Believe it or not. So, and Braden Davis could very well come right behind him. I'm just saying, though, for the future of recruiting that position, having Spencer Rattler is huge. It is. Anyways, I think that would be a successful year. I really do. I think that would be a very successful year. Just get him drafted. I think he could be a first rounder, but definitely first couple of rounds. So either way, we're out here. Going to be live probably about 20 more minutes or so. We're going to get some grub in us and, like I said, head down to Founders Park. Beautiful night for baseball. Beautiful night for baseball. But be sure to come out to Tin Roof tonight. They've got shag lessons tonight, I believe, 8:30. Shag lessons still going down. Little May the 4th be with you. Triple step. And they cut a rug in here on Wednesdays, man. They cut a damn rug up in here for sure. So let's see. DGD, depending on the season, I would say 2 to 3 be the projection. Yeah, second or third round. There were a couple of drafts that have Cam Smith projected as a first round and Jaheim Bell even projected as a first rounder. There was one that had Zach Pickens projected first round. I mean, South Carolina has only twice in school history had 2 guys taken in the first round. They've never had 3 guys selected in the first round. So, which, I mean, you think 3 first rounders is a lot. I mean, that's – you got a really good – you'd assume you have a really good team if 3 guys off your squad get taken in the first round. I mean, you've got a pretty damn good team. So, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid indeed. DGD, I'll ask you this question because I'm just curious. Sort of a change of pace question. What is the landscape of, like, Georgia content creators like? I know you've got your media guys, right? Your big J journos, your normal media guys. What's the landscape? Are there like Georgia content creators that, just call it for what it is, that do something similar to what we do with the Spurs Up Show? Are there Georgia content creators on that level such as that, or is it mainly just the media guys? Let's see. What did Phil say? Phil, you can call in if you like. Go ahead and call, Phil. Why not? Phil, you can go ahead and call. Yeah, why not? I'll take your call. Phil. I saw you call. We were jumping in the break when you called. I will gladly take your call, Phil. Yeah, you want to call? Be my guest. Again, excited to get to the ball field. Excited to get to Founders. Been too long, man. Been too long. Hoping to watch us kick some ass. Truly. North Carolina A&T should be an easy game. All right, let's see what he's got for us. Phil, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well, man.
How about you?
Doing well, man. Appreciate it.
Good. Yeah, I just want to give you a call real quick. It's been a while since I spoke with you. Most of the time during the day, I'm a little busy nowadays, but wanted to mention that, Carolina Rugby is in two national championship tournaments. The first one is actually coming up on the 14th of May, so less than 2 weeks away from that one. They're going to be down in Kennesaw State University. The stadium is really nice. Carolina is obligated to sell 100 tickets to that event. They're $49 for 2-day passes, which is a hell of a deal. And if people cannot make that, they're actually going to be doing a live broadcast on CNBC on Saturday from 2 to 4, Sunday from 2 to 4 also on CNBC. And the main event, like when they get into like the championship contending rounds, Sunday at 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern time on NBC, big NBC. So, yeah, it should be a good time. Hoping for, a good showing from Carolina Rugby there at one of the national championships.
Love that. Yeah, like we said, we're not a one-trick pony here, my guy. We're all about all the sports at Carolina, so I love to hear that.
I know it, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on here. I just got off the Carolina Rugby Board meeting, had a good one. They've raised, I think, $6,500 so far to a $10,000 goal to get them, down there to Kennesaw. And again, 2 weeks later, they're going to be participating in another national championship tournament. There's 2 of them down there in New Orleans, so it should be a good time.
Word. Love it. Love to hear it, my guy. Right, yeah, definitely. Let's get them to that goal for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, I appreciate you.
Phil, my guy, thanks so much, man. Take care. Good stuff, my buddy Phil Harris. Yeah, support Carolina Rugby. Support Carolina Rugby. So I think he said they're at $6,500 of a $10,000 goal. They're trying to go to nationals. Support them if you can. Coach John Roberts had him on the podcast. Awesome dude. Awesome dude. Let's see, Rebecca. Appreciate you tuning in, Rebecca. DGD says there's tons of folks creating content like us. Most I see are doing their work in the evening. Main Georgia show folks. I know Uncle Lou's a big one. Most Georgia show folks tune into Happens at 10 a.m. Noon, not so much. Yeah, noon just works for me. I don't know. 12 to 2 is just it's just a good time. I don't know. I feel like it's right there in the middle of the day. It splits the day up in half. A lot of people are eating lunch, or it's a good time, I think, to do. I don't know. I've found a lot of success at noon. I don't think if we were doing it at 10, it would be. I don't know. I just think of the normal 9 to 5 day, and I say what time can we would be the best to utilize. And I don't know. I think 12-2 is the one that really stands out to me. So 12-2 is the one that stands out. DGD says, I take my lunch and do it then. I don't know how I'd be able to do it daily, though, and me focusing on football. I mean, what DGD, football moves the needle, my guy. There's some people, people talk about football every day. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing the NCAA football content, though, with Spencer Rattler. Road to Glory, Spencer Rattler. Very excited for it. Cannot wait. Going to be one hell of a time. Rebecca, not working today. Glad you're tuned in. Again, those who tune in digitally this show, I appreciate you. Those who come out in person, I appreciate you all as well. Like I said, a little bit different today. Baseball game at 7, so we won't go quite until 7. And, normally we're out here 6 to 8. Of course, that's not the case today. Beginning next week, we will be back on the normal schedule. The normal schedule, 6 to 8. So things will be back a little bit to normal. We're back today, not so much normal again. Gamecocks taking on North Carolina A&T. The Aggies, I got that wrong before. The Aggies, though, taking on North Carolina A&T at 7 o'clock. So less than 45 minutes till first pitch. Less than 45 minutes until first pitch. Let's see. Colton Carnell, what's up, man? Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. By the way, guys, exciting news today that happened. Exciting news. More of our merch is headed to Rivals in Florence, South Carolina. They hit me up today. We'll have more merch in there, so stay tuned to that probably in the next few weeks. Of course, we got to get that printed, shipped off, everything, but they are carrying the merch. They are carrying the merch. So if you ever want TSUS merch, you're in the Florence, South Carolina area, Rivals in Florence, South Carolina. And if you're wondering, where have I seen Rivals? Where have I seen their ad? Well, you've seen it on the scoreboard at Willie B. You've seen it on the scoreboard at Willie B. So really, really good stuff. Rivals is really cool, man. They're great people, too. So DGD, great question here. Question for you. Analytically, how big of a spike do you see during the season compared to the offseason? I'd have to sit down and crunch the exact numbers. I mean, the good news is we still, I'm obviously able to operate this show year-round, and that's because I focus on the big three sports. I'm not just a, one-trick pony with just football, and I prided myself since the beginning of covering all the sports. But certainly, I mean, the peak season for what I do, I would say, is August to January, right? That's the peak. And I would say the numbers – I don't think it's too aggressive to say that, like, when it comes to, like, podcast downloads, they double. They actually double. You look at last year, this time last year, we were only averaging about 25,000, just short of 30,000 downloads per month. You get into football season, and we hit 57,000 downloads in a month. So it just – football moves the needle, man. When it gets to football season, and especially when you're winning some games, people can't get enough of it. They just can't get enough of it. You know what I mean? So not everybody likes baseball. Not everybody likes basketball, and especially when you're not putting a winning product out there, people just aren't as apt to tune in. And I don't even blame them. Baseball is such a long season, and we talked about this on the show today. Like, why does football move the needle to the level in which it does? And it's the scarcity. It's the scarcity. It's the scarcity in which it's available, right? You only have 7 home games, 12 games as a whole. That's it. So, and yeah, I'll tell you this, DGD, the plan, I mean, the plan is to be, and I think what's going to happen, I think we're going to hit about 75,000 downloads per month in football season. I really believe that's possible. I really do. Again, we were at 57,000 last year. The business continues to grow. I think getting upwards of 65, 70, 75,000 downloads, I think is really realistic, especially if the Gamecocks are winning. I mean, that's fingers crossed. If we can go 8-4, it'd be a game changer for business. So hopefully fingers crossed it can happen. And like I said, I'll have my full season predictions, stuff like that, as we go through summer. We'll really start breaking all the football content, stuff like that, the week of July 4th. And from there, man, we're rocking and rolling. From there, we're rocking and rolling. And, yeah, we're just full speed ahead. So, DGD with Rattling and excitement he brings, it's easy to hit. Yeah, I think it will. I think it's very possible. You know, is it easy? It's a grind, but I think it will definitely happen. I think it will. I think it will definitely happen. So, with that being said, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and put a pin in it. Again, 7 o'clock first pitch. I do want to eat because the game's probably not going to go to about 10 o'clock, and I'm not going to eat dinner at the game, so I want to make sure we get some grub. Like I said, I know kind of weird. The schedule's kind of weird, but we'll be back to normal 6 to 8 next week. Really just there'll be no baseball game. Rocking as normal, hanging out at Tin Roof, all that good stuff. But, yeah, tonight I know it's kind of crazy, but we're going to go ahead and put a pin in it. I don't want to rush these guys too much in regards to the kitchen. So we can eat, go park, walk down to Founders, and enjoy 9 innings of baseball on a beautiful night in Columbia for it. So if you can, get out to Tin Roof. If you're going to be at the baseball game, say what's up. We'll see you out at Founders Park. $3 drafts, $3 Rumple, $3 Fireball. Great time out here at Tin Roof, and be sure to tip your bartenders as well. Great people. So, again, hey, appreciate y'all. Like I said, we do this every single day, noon to 2, the Daily Crow live show. Podcast dropped this morning. It'll drop again on Friday. I guess that's something different than the last time I was out here. The podcast schedule is now Monday, Wednesday, Friday instead of 5 days a week, which I think is much better. I think there was a little bit of overkill going 5 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when the podcast drops. So also stay tuned to new merch on the way. We got some football merch. It's about to drop very soon, some stuff I'm really excited about. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things happening. So I think that's going to do it. Yeah, appreciate y'all who tuned in digitally, those who came out. Thank you so much again. We'll be live out here 6 to 8 next week as normal, and really we'll be on that same schedule going throughout summer. So, again, y'all have a great night. Go Cox. Beat UNC A&T. We'll see you out of the yard, and we'll talk to you live from here next week.